Yeah, Chris won the toss. They did defer to the second half. They'll get that defense out there on the field first, so we'll see what the Chargers are able to do on the defensive side of the ball again. Keep an eye on the Crest secondary tonight and see how they respond against this Forest View passing attack.
You've been listening to the Countdown to Kickoff pregame show presented by Ingalls Markets, offering organic produce, meats, and regional dairy items. The kickoff is next on KTC.
A little bit of misdirection, and it looked like they were going to give it to Gabe Zuniga.
Sorry, it was a double reverse.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Started right, and then turned it back to coming to the left side, and they lost 3 yards on that. Good job by the Cherryville defensive line right there. Nobody was fooled.
Good penetration on that. You called it in the previous play, Brian. You said they need to get more aggressive, and they did on that play.
Yeah, absolutely, they did. This is 3rd down and long. They really need to hold them right here and get this ball back. That'd be a good win for this Cherryville defense right off the bat.
3rd and 13. And now they go back to there. They got trips left. Oh, we got
timeout.
And Thomas Jefferson's going to call a timeout here early. They didn't like what they saw, so Thomas Jefferson's going to call a timeout. So are we. You're listening to 92.9 WCSL 1590 AM. This is Cherryville Ironmen football, brought to you by Bug Busters of Lincoln.
Your golf experience at the Cherryville Golf and Country Club. And yes, the course is open to the public 7 days a week. For your tee time, give them a call. 704-435-6597. Tune your game up with their driving range. And on Friday, come on out for the Captain's Choice starting at 5:30. And for that special event, keep the Cherryville Country Club in mind with several event packages available. That's the Cherryville Golf and Country Club, 200 Club Drive, Cherryville. Online at cherryvillegolf.com.
Today, having choices at the end of life's journey is more important than ever. Choosing the proper way to honor a loved one is not an easy task. There are many emotional, personal, and spiritual issues to consider. Now, there is a new alternative to traditional burial and flame-based cremation. Fiddel's Aquamation is a water-based natural process that gently returns your loved one's remains to their natural ash form. Learn more at StanbyTysingerFuneralHome.com or drop by their offices in Falston and in Cherryville.
Well, we just came back and just missed a beautiful 3rd down play. I think is it going to be short of the first down?
It's going to be short of the first down, but it gained 10 yards, 9 to 10 yards, and a great catch.
That was Caden Boyce coming out of the backfield. One-handed catch as he was going out of the sidelines. That was impressive by the young man. And now it looks like they're changing to 4th down. They thought about going for it since they had crossed over into Cherryville Ironman territory, but
still 4th and about 6, so they're going to punt it away. Tell you what, the touch on that pass was beautiful too. That was not nice little toss.
That was not their starting quarterback, their normal starting quarterback. That was not Eli Lineberger. Now Lineberger's out there now to punt. You can see the wrap on his right hand, so he can't hold it, throw the ball. Ball
down at the 25.
The Griffins right at the 25. So Cherryville will start their first drive of the game, 1st and 10 on their own 25. We'll see what this offense can do.
We're going to see what their first priority is. See if it's what we talked about. If Justin Harris is going to be their guy, or what they're going to do. It's going to be interesting. Now they got twins right, single receiver left, back in the backfield with Adams.
Yeah, we just got.
And now we had a whistle.
A false start. Yeah, that's going to be a Pete's Fish Box and Cherryville penalty flag on Cherryville. It's going to be a false start, so that pushes them back 5 yards. That'll make their first drive, starting an opening drive, 1st and 15. First and 15 at the 20.
That's not the way to get started.
That is not the direction you want to go on the first play. But they do have the offense is spread out. 2 receivers here to the right, 1 to the left. Cherryville going from our left to right on the home side of Thomas Jefferson Stadium. First down, a handoff. That is Jackson Hebner. Hebner looking for the corner. Good run and a gain of right around 4 or 5.
Yep. Looks like it may be back to the original line. So actually inside the original line of original line of scrimmage.
They're going to call it a gain of 6.
Yep.
So 2nd and 9. That's a bread and butter play for Cherryville with Hebner's speed as that sweep to either side. And then they've got receiver left, 2 receivers to the left, 2 receivers to the right. Jaden Adams again out of the shotgun. Hebner in the backfield with him.
Yes.
There's the snap.
Harris on the left side. Harris in the flat.
And hand it off, throws it, tries to dump it off to Justin Harris. Harris not quite. I don't know. Harris the hands weren't quite prepared for that. Now, you got to remember, up until about 3 weeks ago, he was an offensive lineman. So I don't know if that's the guy you want to be throwing it to out of the backfield.
Right. I know they've worked on him catching. I know they have. But that one, they just slipped through his hands. I don't think they'll fail to go back to him, but they do have some other candidates out there.
So 3rd and 9. 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. They got, and the snap count got Thomas Jefferson to jump, so it's going to be offsides on the Griffins. It's going to be a 5-yard penalty. It's going to make this 3rd down much more manageable, Brian.
Yes, Kalen Napier, the guilty subject there for Jefferson.
It was the right defensive end. You can understand the hard count got him fooled. So now it's 3rd and 4. Same formation, 2 receivers left, 1 to the right. Adams out of the shotgun. Takes the snap, bobbles the snap, and hangs on to it. He's looking to throw. He dumps it off to Harris again, right through Harris's hands the second time. Oh, but a late Pete's Fish Box, a charitable penalty flag, and that's going to be a late hit, I bet.
I believe you're right. I think you're right, Chip. I think the defensive back for Jefferson came up and hit Harris after the ball was completely gone.
That's an awfully...
Yeah, the officials didn't like it, so they threw the laundry out there.
Well, they're having a conference about it now, about whether, and they might be a discussion about whether they're going to waive this or not, because I can't. The contact, yes, it was after the ball came through, but that ball came in so fast. No, they're going to say personal foul.
Yeah, that ball personal foul.
They're going to say 2 personal fouls on Thomas Jefferson, the Griffin. So it wasn't just that late hit. He signaled it twice. Well, I'm sorry, but he did that with the hold earlier as well. So he might just signal every call twice in a row.
Okay, that's what he's doing, because sometimes that's not the case. You're right. Sometimes it's 2 penalties.
That's going to make a Medical Center Pharmacy of Cherryville 1st down for the Ironmen. And now a handoff to Hebner. Hebner is walloped after a gain of about 3. And he's drugged to the ground. Boy, he took a lick.
It was number 6, Charlie Sutton, defensive end, that delivered that blow. And that was quite impressive.
We're almost halfway through the quarter already. We're under 6.5 minutes to go. Still no score. This is the Ironman's first drive of the game. Just got a 1st down off of a late hit personal foul penalty. Now it's 2nd and about 7. On their own 49-yard lines, they try to cross over into Thomas Jefferson territory. This handoff to Justin Harris. Harris bounces it down to the outside. He's got 1st down and then some, as he's going to be drugged down right around the Thomas Jefferson 29-yard line.
Harris just boring his way around the right side. And he reminds me of a guy years ago, Norm Bulash. He was Mr. Irrelevant. Okay. He was drafted by the Baltimore Colts the same year that Don McCauley from the University of North Carolina was drafted. And he ran just like that. He was a big fire hydrant on the wheels.
Well, there was no contact there. He actually bounced out to the outside, showed a little bit of speed.
Yes, he did.
Here's 1st and 10 now to Harris. Harris trying to pound his way up the middle. He meets it. He's getting met in the backfield, but I think he fights his way back to the line of scrimmage. No gain.
That again, Harris going to the left this time, and I think they're gonna try Harris quite a few times here.
Yeah, trying to establish him. To your point.
Yeah. Unfortunately, we got a Griffin player down. He's on the sideline, but
that's one of their seniors, number 72, Jack Barcher, is on the sidelines. He's laying on his back. Jaden Adams going long, deep down the field, and that's complete to Jackson Hebner, the touchdown.
That was about a 29-yard touchdown pass.
Yes, it was. 29-yard touchdown pass from Jaden Adams. Perfectly thrown, dropped it right into the basket to Jackson Hebner.
That was a beautiful pass. Hefner with a great route, basically just a streak route right down the numbers.
It looked like a post from the slot formation, wasn't it?
He may have. It could have been, but he caught it basically on the numbers.
Yes,
and that was a beautiful pass and a good route. And now they're going for 2. Adams taking the snap.
Cherryville taking the snap, and if fake hand it off to Harris. He's faking himself. Harris trying to pound his way in, and he does. 2-point conversion. Harris was met right at the line of scrimmage and just fought his way, continued to fight until he crossed the end zone. And so the 2-point conversion is good. So we've got a John Brown of All-State of Cherryville touchdown. As we look at the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard, 5:14 left to go in the first quarter. Cherryville strikes first. They lead Thomas Jefferson 8-0. You're listening tonight.
Back Phillips. Phillips wanted to throw out of the end zone. That was a big mistake. He's down. And you're right, Rob. Crest does have points now.
Yeah, big safety there by the Chargers. They get the sack in the end zone. Trying to tell who that was, Paul.
It happened so quickly, I didn't get a chance to catch the number either that time, but I'm really surprised.
I think it may have been Bethune.
You call his name constantly, week in and week out. That young man is making plays.
So now Crest, after the 2 points, will get the ball back as well.
So we can give you a Stanton Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard update. By the way, they're located across from Gardner-Webb University with 7:01 left to go in the first quarter. Crest 2 and Forest View nothing after the safety.
And Crest now, Paul, will end up a great field position to start here, but a chance maybe to get a nice return as Forest View will be kicking off from the 20.
So again, it was a quarterback sack in the end zone, leading to that 2-point conversion for Crest. Bethune, we believe, was the tackler, and Crest is on the scoreboard. They didn't get it done offensively, but the defense came through just a moment ago. And now here we go with Grayson Aycock having to kick for Forest View from the 20-yard line. And he lets it rip, and it will go deep. It is taken at the 29, across the 35, 40, to the midfield stripe. Still going forward and to the Forest View 44-yard line. And that was a good job right there by Tank Ruff, I believe.
Yeah, Tank Ruff on the return. Again, another athlete, you like to get the ball into his hands. Very dangerous returning kicks. And here we see Crest quickly coming out to the line of scrimmage.
Offense back on the field. Let's see if they can complete a touchdown this time as they go to work 1st and 10 from the 44 of Forest View. Turner McSwain back in the shotgun formation, fakes to Carson. Now he's going to put it through the air. He's got Melton open and that's tackled immediately, but he's to the 25, first down.
Good pass there by McSwain to Brock Melton. Nice gain there for the Chargers.
That is the 4th first down already in this game tonight. Another Mi Pablito first down for the Chargers.
Chris really trying to play fast right now.
This time double receivers to the near side, one to the far side. Aiden Carson's the running back. He's got the football going up the hash marks, just going all over from post to post and pillar to pillar, and takes it to the 5-yard line.
Good run there by Aiden Carson. Got behind that offensive line we talked about being our key A1 locksmith key players of the game. Good job, and Chris is right back to the line of scrimmage.
Another Me-Pubs first down, 1st and goal now at the 5 of Forest View. Back to Aiden Carson again. He's got the outside corner, breaks through a tackle. He's in for the touchdown.
Again, Aiden Carson, a nice run there as the Chargers get into the end zone to go up 8-0 early in this game with the extra point coming.
Well, Rob, as bad as it was when you were in the red zone and you fumbled the football inside the 5 a while ago, you get a safety, you come back, and in a matter of no time, you've got your first touchdown of the game.
It looks like Carson Greer's the one coming out to attempt this extra point for the Chargers.
Melton is the holder from the 10, waiting on the snap. There it goes. Ball in position. Kick is up, and the kick is good by Greer. Let's update you on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard, home of those world-famous French fries. 5:54 to go in the first. Crest 9, Forest View nothing. You're listening to KTC Broadcasting and coverage of the Chargers.
Check out their pro shop, snack bar, driving range, and banquet hall. And memberships are available. For more information, call 828-428-2451. Or again,
JMJ's
go
Pizza
online,
Factory kickoff.
LennoxGolf.com.
Let's say he's been doing a lot of the angles on this one. I'd like to see let him cut it loose. Let him kick it deep.
Oh, he's definitely got the leg for it. Looks like he's probably going to do another short kick. As you said.
It looks like they're set up for that. And then foot in the ball, popped up, right side, going to go and sliding down, loose ball there, but covered up by East Gaston at their own 34. They'll have it there, first down and 10.
Yeah, that was Surratt, kind of slid in there, trying to get trying to recover that.
They're going to mark it right at the 35-yard line where the linesman is standing. If you're just joining us, Wright's Jewelry Scoreboard, 7-0 as Burns just scores. Eli Goodson a 16-yard touchdown.
They'll start this drive on our own 35-yard line.
And let's see if East Gaston opens it up. They're throwing a little bit more than I thought. You know, they were only 1 for 3 for 13 yards on their first drive, but they don't seem to be afraid to throw it, as Joel Kendrick ended that last drive with a nice quarterback pressure. And there's a foul, and somebody broke the huddle with 12 people, I think. Let's see. And that's what it is. They broke the huddle with 12 people. That's a Putnam Distributors penalty. Another one against the Warriors. There are 3 penalties, 25 yards, and they start this drive behind the sticks.
Yeah, back them up 5. All the way back to their 30.
So it'll be first down and 15 for the Warriors. And they got like a little pistol set. I think that's Brown behind Presley, and Brown gives to Presley, and he'll be forced and tackled behind the line of scrimmage. And that is
that's
Goodson.
Elijah Goodson.
Adding to his leading team total of tackles for loss.
Absolutely. Came out of nowhere. Did you see how fast he came to that ball? Got him in the backfield for a loss. About a 3-yard loss on the play.
They're going to say 3-yard loss? Okay.
That's what they got on the scoreboard anyway.
So Boyce having a hard time. He's got 4 carries for 1 yard. Not Boyce, excuse me. 22 is Brown. And Brown, he'll try it again up the middle, and he puts a head down. Collision there in the line, but he goes down, and he gained maybe the 3 yards he lost. He got him back.
I think that's 55. That's Cameron Rudisell, first guy there on defense for Burns. So got Parrott, got Eli Morris, got Joe Kendrick on the line, doing a good job so far.
So 2 carries so far, basically net them nothing, and it's third down and 15 after the penalty. So Burns kind of has them where they want them there. Looked like they're going to let Presley put it in the air. They got 3 wide receivers. Here comes the blitz, and Presley's going to get rid of it. Gets hit as he throws, and incomplete. Who put the pressure? That was
Wilson. Put a lick on him right before he threw the ball. So obviously incomplete pass will bring up another punting situation for East Gaston.
So that's the first 3 and out forced by the Bulldogs.
Yeah,
West Lincoln is up 15-0. John just sent that in. Go ahead, Matt.
Yeah, Wilson coming under the blitz the right side and got to him. Almost got the sack on the play. But out the punt will be 44, and that is Hicks for East Gaston.
Yeah, if Presley holds that ball for another instant, that might be a sack, fumble, touchdown.
Back deep's Graham Warlick.
And Warlick, knuckleball's going to hit at the 45 and bounce. Don't get that ball, Graham.
He wanted it.
So they're going to take it with 3:22 left to go on their own 45-yard line. First down and 10 for the Bulldogs, their third possession.
Let's see if they can build upon last drive. Got 4 plays, got a touchdown, all in the running game. So let's see if we can keep that going.
It's been really effective, especially on the left side. And the people movers up front for Burns have been doing a good job. Try to get those guys a little love. Got 56, I think that's Tristan Garland. Yep. 57, that's Jaden Munger.
Bo Harrell, of course. Is
Bo Harrell doing a good job as well. Some of these.
74, Gage Camp.
Yeah, Gage Camp.
Nate Wilson.
Yeah, Nate. Big Nate. I tell you what, they're moving some folks out of the way.
Max Davis in the backfield.
Davis on the right hip. Double wide receivers right. And there's going to be a screen pass out the right. Too tall. As they tried to go in the flats to a little, just try to get a playmaker in space. Too tall, incomplete.
Yeah, just a hair over Surratt's head. He probably had room to run had he caught the ball, but bring up 2nd and 10.
So Burns yet to complete a pass tonight. They have done work on the ground game. They have 58, 64, 74, 78 yards rushing just in the first quarter. So 45-yard line, 2nd down and 10. And to the line of scrimmage come the Bulldogs. It looks like Nate wants a little extra communication there, what the blocking assignment is. And to the right of McGowan, I think, is still Davis. And Davis will get it. Left side through a crease. He's to the 50. He's still on his feet. 45, still on his feet. 40, breaking tackles. Spinning all the way down. Ball came out and is covered up by a Bulldog. Yes, Burns has it. Wow. Who's Johnny on the spot there?
Graham Warlick on the recovery.
Graham Warlick.
Good run, Max Davis. He spun a little bit there to last, and they knocked it free. But heads-up play, Graham Warlick. It looks like East Gaston was going to come down with it, but Graham Warlick came in there right to last and got it.
So that's going to be a rush of 26 yards for Dave.
Do we got a penalty flag?
It looks like we got a Putnam Distributors penalty. We do,
and
it's holding, and another long run by Davis wiped out.
All that excitement, we didn't see the penalty flag.
Nope. And I'll tell you what, see where the flag is. They're going to mark it all the way back.
Oh, that's tough.
Yeah, they're going to give Davis now he's only going to get credit for a 6-yard run, and the penalty is going to move it back 4 yards behind the line of scrimmage, 2nd down and 14. So tough break for Davis. But a lot of his long runs wiped out by penalties. And they're offside, throw the flag. Then they do, and so they're going to give it back. So that's another 10-yard penalty against Burns, and then another Putnam Distributors penalty. Ben, the United Nations, lots of flags, 6 penalties in the first quarter.
Good job, Marshall McGowan, for trying to tip him off sides there. A little hard count, I'm sure.
2nd down and 9. Now ball at the 46 of Burns. Just joining us, 7-0 on your right story scoreboard. About 2 minutes, 45 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Double wide receivers for Burns. On the right hip of McGowan is Wilson. McGowan barking out the signals, has the football. Wilson left side through a crease. There he is, 50, following blockers. He's trying to break free. He does. 45, 40, still going. 35, still on his feet, rumbles to the 30. That's a Falston Pharmacy first down.
And importantly, no penalty flags on the field. It's a big run. Xavier Wilson took it left, cut across midfield, and all the way up to, like I say, about the
31. So give him 4 plus 19. That's a 23-yard run.
So, like I say, just tuning in, Wright's Jewelry Scoreboard, 2:26 left, first quarter. Burns 7-0 over East Gaston.
So it's been the ground attack, which has been the Burns bread and butter in this first quarter. They're over 100 yards in the first quarter alone. And this brings up first down. Burns has churned out 5 first downs already. And they've had a bunch of runs of over 10 yards. And it's going to be Goodson, puts his foot in the ground, breaks a tackle, over the 30, spins, still on his feet, still fighting, gang tackled. Wow. He's got nearly 10. What a run by Goodson. And they're going to stop the clock. I think he's got another Falston Pharmacy first down.
Yep. Yeah, good run right side. Looks like he was going to be tackled well short 5 yards earlier, but drug several guys across the first down marker.
So it's going to be 21-yard line, first down and 10. Again, Falston Pharmacy first downs. Is cold and flu season, need your COVID shot, need your flu shot, get on down to the Falston Pharmacy. Got the sniffles. They got some very good homemade cough syrup. Don't know if you've ever had it, Matt.
I have
Pretty
not.
good stuff.
I might check that one
Check
out.
it out. Double wide receivers. And single back set is Goodson. Man comes in motion. That's Warlick. And ball is snap. McGowan to throw. Has time. Fires. Man open and almost intercepted. I didn't see him as coming over to break up the pass was Kingston Curry as McGowan maybe looked at him just a moment too long.
Yeah, he had Surratt over there, but like I say, Kingston come over from the safety position and almost come up with an interception.
Yeah, he's just reading the eyes of the quarterback as McGowan seemed to just keep his eyes left a little bit too long and telegraph that one just a bit. And that's why he's able to get the pass breakup. Should have had an interception.
Yeah.
So it'll be second down and 10 from the 21-yard line. Getting close to the end of the first quarter. Minute 19 left to go. On the left hip, I think that's Davis, the running back. Double wide receivers. Extra tight end for Burns. Quarterback run, McGowan, left side. Trying to beat him to the quarter. He will. 20, 15. Stutter steps. Put down at around the 14-yard line, so give him second. It'll be give him 70, 3rd and 3.
Yeah, Marshall takes it left around the edge. Positive yards.
They're not going to be that generous. They give him 6. Well, now they give him 7. They keep moving that down marker on me. 3rd down and 3. Burns does have to run another play as there's 50 seconds left to go. And now looks like Surratt's looking over there maybe to get a signal. Coming up to the line. Getting a little crisp here as the sun has gone down.
Good football weather.
Yeah, great football weather. And is that Davis or Goodson? And I can't tell which one it is. Davis on the right hip of McGowan. McGowan claps the hands. He'll give to Davis. Left side through a crease. 10, 5, into the end zone for a numbers bookkeeping touchdown from 13 yards out. But hold the phone. Not sure what happened here.
We got another penalty flag.
And it's another Putnam Distributors penalty. And it's always it seems to be when Max Davis runs the football. So that's going to be a hold against Burns, and that is the third holding penalty against the Bulldogs.
And it seemed like it all come when Max Davis had a big run.
I tell you what, Max is going to be upset when he watches the film. That's okay, Max. So they're going to mark it back to the 20, so they're going to mark it back 5 yards. So I'm going to give Max credit for a 5-yard run, then a 15-yard penalty. He's going to move it back. I mean, a 6-yard penalty. So I'm going to give credit for 4 yards. So he's had all his runs shortened by penalties. So it's 3rd down and 9. Double wide receivers right. On the hill, I think that's Davis still in there.
Yep.
Boys, please don't hold if he gets the football. And he won't. Over the middle, caught. And let's see where yeah, it's going to be a 1st down. Not sure who caught it. Was that Warlick?
That's 17. Mason Brawley on the catch.
Mason Brawley gets him a catch for 15 yards. And that's a Falston Pharmacy 1st down, the first one via the pass for the Bulldogs.
Yeah, Mason been coming in playing a little tight end. So good job. They just snuck him out right there in the middle. Hadn't seen that play called much this year, but good pass and catch there for the 1st down.
So he gets 15.
That's going to be the end of the first quarter. Your scoreboard 7.
All right, end of the first quarter on your scoreboard, your Wrights Jewelry scoreboard. It's Burns 7, East Gaston nothing. We'll be
4th
right
down.
First flag was illegal motion against the Jackets.
Did Shelby take, I guess,
Is offsetting personal
I can say, did they decline it or did they take it?
Well, it's 4th down.
Still 3rd down.
It was a dead ball foul. Well, the officials are not sure. It is 4th down. 4th down and 7.
So Shelby declined the penalty is what happened.
So they declined the illegal shift penalty, and then the offsetting
because the pass was incomplete.
Unsportsmanlike conduct.
So Cameron Rice back to punt for the 2nd time. First one was a good one. It was returned for a touchdown, but called back for a chop block, I believe. Or
yeah.
Good snap. He gets this punt off. This one's a high, short one. And it's going to bounce at the 30 of Shelby and then bounce, kind of just check up there at about the 31.
So with 38 seconds left, Shelby's going to take over.
At the 31-yard line where the Lions will take over 1st down and 10.
So Shelby leads 7-0 with 38 seconds to go here in the first quarter, and they've got the football after that punt. We'll call it the 31-yard line, their own 31. First drive, Jeff took all the way down to the 2 and fumbled into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive resulted in a touchdown. And now 1st down carry by Nick Norris is a 1st down and more. He's across the 50 to the 45, 40, 35, 30, 25, 20, 15, 10, 5. Touchdown, Nick Norris. He nearly went out of bounds, but didn't, and that is a 69-yard.
Who had Nick Norris 69-yard touchdown run on their bingo card, Brent?
Not this guy, I can tell you that. We know he's capable of that, Jeff, but
yes,
you know, that's the first time he's gotten to carry this early in a ball game in a while, too.
Yeah, definitely.
And it may have caught the Yellow Jackets a little bit off guard, too, but he broke
it caught me off guard.
Well, he got about 8 yards, and about 8 yards into the run, he got hit, and he bounced off it and spun around, and he spun around to the sideline line, and when he did that, he hit another gear.
He showed some speed that I didn't know he had.
Now
Good
the
snap,
Lopez.
good hold, good kick, and it'll be 14-0. Shelby leads.
We'll be right back after that Hojo Power Sports point after touchdown.
Katie again on the carry, and he gets a couple, and that's it.
Well, like you say, still attacking north-south. I mean, that's 2 yards as compared to negative 2 yards, yeah, which is what
or
they
minus
try,
11.
Or minus, yeah.
Yeah, we've seen some big numbers already.
Again, they play pretty much a 3-down lineman, then they'll walk up a outside linebacker, slot, safety type player.
Keeper this time by Mace.
Number 6, Dawson Mace on the carry. Stop on the play by number 51, Luke
Mace
Brown.
carries the ball.
And also on the stop, number 10, Aaron Doden, and 13, Tim Polk.
So Mace carries that one. He gains about 3 on that one, so it's 3rd and 5, somewhat manageable compared to some of the ones they've seen so far.
Yeah, they've had too much to gain here on 3rd down. I don't know. This is probably their second one that's inside 5 yards.
Back to pass, pressured, forced out of the pocket. He's running for the ball, goes up the middle, goes around the outside, gets around a blocker, and he's sent out of bounds, but not before he runs about 80 yards and gains about 9.
Well, like you say, that was very smart. I thought for 1 second he was going to bounce out to the left, but he kind of got his head around to the right, saw nothing out this way, and was able to pick up big yards there. So it was good to see. Smart play. Don't force the pass. Take what's given, and gets a 1st down.
So good run by Dawson Mace. He goes out of bounds, but not before he gets a Turner Hauser Insurance 1st down. And now the handoff, little dancing in the backfield there. Ball's carried by number 4, Dante McElwain. That's a guy that had a lot of yards last year, but this is the first carry for him tonight. I don't know if he's injured or in the coach's doghouse or something like that.
Bring up a 2nd down and about 9.
Again, they were trying to attack a little bit off tackle there. Like you say, I just think that there's just no way against this North Lincoln team that's where you want to go. You want to just get up in there. They've done a pretty good job. The quarterback has, Mace, of when there's been no pass plays, trying to get out and run around a little bit, get some yards on the scrambles. I'd like to see him attack a little bit more in between the tackles.
2nd and 9. Mace back to pass, throws. He's just trying to get rid of it. Did he get his receiver? No. Ball was intended for number 14, Brooks Davidiak. I want to hear how that gets pronounced by Kerry Miller here.
Davidiak, we'll go with whatever.
I looked over, saw that name on the roster, and went, oh, Kerry's going to love this one. Kerry Miller, the PA announcer here in North Lincoln. Name like that, you expect to see more on a hockey rink than you do on a football field. It's one of those good hockey names.
Hanson.
Mace back to pass, throws. He's got a receiver. Back shoulder throw is complete. And receiver gets up, number 4. Dante McElwain yaks a little bit at the I mean, that's all well and good, but you might want to look at the scoreboard.
Yeah, and you might want to look who's standing right around him, too, because they're right in front of the official. So might have been careful. But it was a great catch. Great throw there from Mace. Yep. As you mentioned, to Font gets in. He's smaller here. McElwain. Great catch and pass there, and a 1st down for Fred T. Ford.
Turner Hauser Insurance 1st down. Nice screen pass set up here. They've got it to McElwain. Flag comes in from way back at the back judge. They set that one up nicely. 2 guys for North Lincoln came in hot, and they just dumped it over them. And the play went all the way down to the 16-yard line, but a flag was thrown at about the 30 by a referee. He's got a good arm.
I was going to say, that was a heck of a throw just from the official.
I didn't know Aaron Judge did high school football. Ford knows who it's on. The referees are still at the 16-yard line. Ford's all the way back in their own end. They know what's coming.
Wondering if he hit the spot, though. I mean, if that's a spot foul, did his flag
That's
land exactly where he
fine.
want?
Let's see. Yeah, he's picking it up from there.
Looks like one of the younger officials. He's probably, yeah.
I'd have thrown my shoulder out
I was
throwing
gonna
it
say,
that far.
Yeah.
That was a fine throw. Oh, they're going to mark it off from the line of scrimmage. This is why it didn't matter. So they're going to take the ineligible downfield. We have a mic'd up referee here at North Lincoln. That's one of the nice things about coming here. There's no doubt what the call is.
Yeah, I'm wondering if they heard us on the radio here because the speaker's right outside the window, as we've been hearing all game.
What?
But, I mean, I heard it as clear as day. I should maybe stick my head a little closer to the window and you could sound like we're on TV.
And after the penalty, it will be first and 15.
So it'll be 1st and 15. We don't even have to worry about partial yardage on that one or anything. So handoff, flag down again. Handoff to McElwain. He goes into the middle and is met quickly. We'll wait and see what the penalty is.
I would imagine this one, depending, might be declined.
Play by number 50.
You got to get all the way to the 40-yard line, and they will just hand it off.
And it's going to be a nice gain up to the 20. So that's going to make it. So that's a 7-yard gain. And, you know, smart play because you got to punt, and you don't want to be punting from your end zone.
Yeah, Rico Logan on the carry, and he gets
7.
So that was Logan's first carry of the night, and it was a good one, 7 yards. And now Cameron Rice in the punt. He's got a little more room back deep.
Is it man again? He's standing on about the 45-yard line. And that's going to back him up. Actually, he backs up, and then it lands in front of him. So the ball's going to be down at about the 42-yard line. So it's going to be a 22-yard punt, no return.
So Golden Lions take over with 10:15 to go. Second quarter, they lead 14-0. And they will have the ball at the 42 of Bessemer City. So excellent field position. Golden Lions lead 14-0. They've scored their last 2 drives. First drive was a fumble in the end zone. And they're going to throw it out to man caught at the 45. He's got a block from Morgan. Morgan pulled back, and they still throw the flag. Play goes to the 28. 14-yard pickup, but it's coming back.
Yeah, and Morgan's frustrated because he's got his hands in the breastplate and he's knocking the guy back and he's pushing him back. And so if you're pushing him back, you're not holding. But they're going to call holding on that.
So they're going to call it. The flag is at about the 36. So you almost got to give man a 6-yard catch and then a 10-yard penalty from there. So about the only low spot for Shelby is the fumble in the end zone and the penalty. So it'll be first down, but first and about 12. And Farmer's looking deep. He's got a man behind the defense, and he's got it. Touchdown, J.J. Williams. That'll help out in a hurry. So 46-yard touchdown, I believe, Jeff.
Yes.
Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And that's his first catch of the night, and it's a big one, a 46-yard touchdown catch, and that's sponsored by Numbers, Tax, and Bookkeeping of Shelby.
9:54 left here in the second quarter. Shelby leads 20-0, and they're trying to tack on the extra point. Jose Lopez.
Man to hold. Morgan gets high snap, but Collins gets it down, and Lopez's kick is good. The Hojo Power Sports point after touchdown makes it 21-0. And Golden Lions. We'll be right back.
It's the best breakfast deal ever at the Creekside Seafood and Steak.
About the 45.
So it'll be 3rd down, and I guess they gave him 4. So it'll be 3rd down and about 6 yards to go. They need to take it to the 40. In plus territory may take 2 cracks at this. Let's see if they need to. As McGowan now in the shotgun. We got double.
Form tackle there, not getting your hands up high, going low for the legs instead of up toward the shoulders, because that's what happens. You have a stop for 3rd and setting them up for 3rd and 1. Now it's 1st and 10 with that 15-yard penalty.
First to the 32-yard line for Chase. Fake the handoff. Throw outside to Mosley. He catches in the backfield. Bit of a step arm, and he'll power forward close to the 1st down. That's the first completed pass of the night. Gain of about 9. We'll see where he is. He's right at the 1st down marker. They may mark him about half a yard short, and they actually will move it back to about 1st. But, hey, still getting the pass play going. The little motion there gets Mosley open and gets a 9-yard gain.
First pass play of the game for Trace, and it picks up 9 yards. That's what I'm talking about. If you open up the playbook a little bit, you're able to move the football. That's going to loosen up that Polk County defense.
2nd down and about shoelace, it looks like, for Chase. Motion. They'll fake the handoff to Mosley. Frazier powers forward. He easily gets the 1st down and gets about 4 more yards, and that's another Meat Poblito 1st down. Meat Poblito, authentic Mexican flavors with small-town friendly service. Option again continues to work for Chase, and now they're starting to see some more motion, getting some more people
motion
involved.
That play right there was an option. If you're going to go back to that play later on in this game, you're going to give that ball to Mosley. Mosley could take that for a good little run. He had open field all day. Frazier decides to take it, gets the 1st down, easy play.
Now Mosley out wide receiver Noah Ledford in the backfield at running back. They're going to give to Ledford. Bounces up the right side. There's a flag down, but a good form tackle by Lorenzo Sanchez. Stops for maybe a gain of 1, but we'll have to see what this flag is.
On at the line of scrimmage typically indicates holding on Chase. We'll see what the flag is, though.
The way Chase is walking backwards, it is. So that BEM LLC penalty flag will be a holding call against Chase. And this is a spot foul. That's a long penalty, and now sets up 1st all the way down to the 36-yard line. So
you have a promising drive. You're Chase. You're moving the football well. You've had some. You open up. You threw the ball. Now you get a penalty, and now you're hurting.
1st and 20 now. Empty backfield. Mosley is down at the bottom of the field. Takes the snap. They'll fire to Mosley on the screen. Mosley does a stiff arm, stays alive, but gets wrestled down. That was just good coverage by Sotomayor. And then coming up to make the tackle was Billy Booker. Polk County aware of that screen pass. Actually, that's going to move Chase back a yard. They're going to lose a yard on that play. It sets up 2nd and 21.
And honestly, I felt he thought that the play was going to be blown dead because he actually jumped off sides there with a false start. So he was kind of like, oh, no, now he's stuck in no man's land. And now you're way behind the chain at 2nd and 20. Are you looking to throw the football here and continue with the run?
Mosley in the backfield. Frazier will roll out. Now he'll drop back, sets, fires, has Barnes at the 41. Barnes at the original line of scrimmage, gets in the Polk County territory. That's a big-time play. Pass from Frazier to Barnes and gets all the way down to the Polk County 47 and gets all the way down, sets up now 3rd and 4, a gain of 17 on that play.
You talked about it, Richard, in the pregame show, getting the tight ends involved. Barnes slips out there, and he's able to pick up almost a 1st down. He picked up 14 on 2nd and 20. Now you set up 3rd and manageable. Now you can look at going back to that, what's been working all night with Frazier.
3rd down and short now. Frazier will run the option. He gets a block from Mosley, fouls forward, has the 1st down, breaks the tackle at the 35, fumbles ahead and almost broke another tackle. And if it wasn't for that last hit by Sanchez, that would have been a touchdown for Chase, but it picks up the 1st down at the 29-yard line.
Sanchez with the shoestring tackle to keep Frazier from scoring 6 on that play. But again, that pass play opened
So as Rob said, this one apparently is coming back due to a penalty flag. But what?
A couple times here. Let's see if Chase Trojan can go ahead and punch it in.
There's to the 28-yard line. Option again. Frazier gets a block from Mosley. Cuts back, gets up at the 25, falls for the 20. A good tackle there by Sawyer Huff, but still a gain of 8 yards. It's up 2nd down and 2.
Trojans have the Polk County defense huffing and puffing. You see hands on the hips. They continue with this fast pace. Frazier is putting it to them. They have the jump cuts. You have the stop backs and the step backs for Frazier. He's making this Polk County defense a little bit on their heels with 2nd and 2 right now.
Into the 20. Mosley in the backfield in the shotgun. Takes the handoff to Mosley. Gets a block on the edge. McCraw gets a good tackle there and a gain of about 1. But it's up 3rd down and short. But that was, again, another great tackle by Polk County.
3rd and short for the Trojans coming up. You got to convert here on this 3rd down. But, again, we're looking at 4 downs to get 1 yard at this point. Polk County, Chase is showing that.
3rd and 1. Frazier pitches to Mosley. Mosley will have the first down. Gets to the 15. Breaks tackle. Gets to the 10. He's all the way down to the 8-yard line. 7 Mosley with a big-time run. Gain of 9 on the play, and immediately to first down.
Mosley with a nice run, breaking tackles, gets down to the 9-yard line and be 1st and goal with the Trojans. And the one thing they're doing, Richard, is they are milking this clock. You're down to 1 minute and 35 seconds on the scoreboard. You want to give a little time because we've seen Polk County can strike quick.
Frazier takes the snap. He'll run off the right side. Gets a block from Mosley. Powers ahead, and he'll get tripped up about the 2-yard line or so. Gain of 7 on the run. And we have 2nd and goal from the 2. Again, just continue to chew away, but you have a Polk County Wolverine down on the ground, even though with his helmet off. And like you got some injured Wolverines on the field, so we will take a break real quick here. 1:16 left in the first half. 2nd and goal for Chase as they're down 14-6 on the Stan Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard. Downtown Radio, WAGY.
We'll see if it's now. Yeah, is it going to be an inadvertent face mask, a 5-yard, or is it going to be personal foul? They're just going to call it inadvertent, so that's going to be a 5-yard penalty. Should be 5 yards from the line of scrimmage, so they'll be right about back to the original line of scrimmage.
Yeah. They're making sure that's right. The right penalty.
Then it's in.
NC Tractor and Farm Supply in Rutherford. Experience a summer of scorching hot deals with Bush Hog, where you get unbeatable performance and unmatched quality. Save $200 on the Bush Hog single spindle BH110 series and save $350 on the 210, 310, 410, and 510 series and save $400 on the 3308 multi-spindle series. If it doesn't say Bush Hog, it just won't cut it. Bush Hog from NC Tractor and Farm Supply, 299 Railroad Avenue, Rutherford.
Aaron Dickey bangs up on the play, walks off his own power. 2nd and goal for Chase. Frazier will take it himself, falls forward, and will crawl into the end zone. 2-yard touchdown run, and Chase is on the board with that Fountain Electric touchdown by Zach Frazier.
Then the power run for Frazier gets in from the 2-yard line. Cannon goes off, boys.
I was not ready for that.
I don't think anybody was. That was a delayed cannon right there, but the Farmers rocking. They are 2-point conversion away from tying this football game with 1:06 to go in the first half.
They'll line up for 2. Tried the swinging gate earlier, could not convert. Now Frazier will grab it off the left side, gets a block from Mosley, powers in, and just like that, our tie. 1:05 left in the second quarter. And Chase has tied it back up at 14 apiece, and the Trojans are fired up. Take a quick break and come right back. This is Downtown Radio, AGY.
Plumbing problems can drive you plumb crazy. Not anymore. Use your head. Call Olmsted to take care of all of your plumbing needs. Olmsted Plumbing has been serving this area since 1973. That's over 50 years. Plumbing problems can happen anytime, and anytime is not a good time. From slow toilets to leaky pipes to clogged drains, Olmsted Plumbing can do it all. Just call 828-245-7302 or visit the website at OmsteadPlumbing.com. Like we said, use your head. Call Olmsted. Olmsted Plumbing, you'll be glad you did.
I want to thank our title sponsor, Tri-City Outdoor Power Equipment and Tire Service, presenting every single Rutherford County game of the week. Downtown Radio, WAGY. We've had a good one here, Justin.
Get a little further on these plays. And we've got number 15, Cade Sturgill, limping off the field.
It's one of their better defenders. Hopefully it's just a little bruise, or I think it's a little too early for a cramp. Came immediately to the sideline and is down on his knees.
The hardest working trainer in the conference, Addie McGinnis, with all the injuries they've had. She'll take a look at Sturgill. Meanwhile, it's third down, handoff to McElwain. This time he goes up there with some force, but it's still not enough to get the first down. But he gets out to the 42-yard line, and he'll pick up, I'd say, about 3 on that play. But now 3rd and 1.
Again, like I said, they've had a little bit of success, if any, attacking between the tackles. And my favorite, 3rd and 1, and they're in the shotgun. So you're already back 5 yards.
Mace throws. Receiver goes up for it, and flags will come in on that. He was hit around the waist before the ball got there. You can't grab the receiver around the waist before the ball gets there. That's not a good play. So that'll be a pass interference call against the Knights. And that'll be a Turner Hauser Insurance first down after that. So they mark it off from 43. That is a 15-yard penalty there.
And again, that back judge, whew,
he has got an arm.
He's got a cannon. I mean, there was a judge, of course, the side judge on that side threw it, but the back judge, he's a good 15, 20 yards deep.
Again, handoff to McElwain. He's met at the line of scrimmage. Maybe works his way forward for a yard. That's about all. Well, he did say he was a back judge. Maybe it's the back Aaron judge, because he is in center field.
There you go. There you go.
And I don't even follow baseball, but I've been watching a little in the playoffs. I know, un-American. I don't.
Do you eat apple pie and watermelon or anything? Or?
Nah.
I know you love bananas, so you can't go there.
After the strike in 94, I really didn't care.
I understand.
We're inside a minute. Mace back to pass, throws a swing out to McElwain, and he catches it and somehow avoids the tackle. Number 9, Jake, was that Jake Dillingham? No, is that number 8?
That was 8.
Tanner Ayers. Okay, I was about to say, the kicker's coming up. Ayers was locked up with a defender, and McElwain bounced off them. So they complete the swing pass for a first down, take a timeout, 28.7 to go in the first half.
Slant is going to work. It's caught. Busting away from a tackle. 35, 40, 45, 50 to the Charger 40, 35. Trying to get behind a player and finally runs out of real estate. But a huge gain for Forest View to the Crest 25-yard line by Elijah Wilson.
Biggest gain of the night by far for the Forest View Jaguars, in position now. Try to put some points on the board.
I was just mentioning a while ago, Crest only with a 9-0 lead. The offense has been a little sluggish at times tonight, and Forest View may have an opportunity. They still got plenty of time to work with. 2:22 to go before halftime, and they just got a huge Mi Poblito first down to Charger territory. They'll go back to the run here. Trying to cut up the middle is Marcus Rhodes, and he might have got a yard.
And again, there's Jahari Mosley in on the tackle.
I said might have got a yard. That was not the case. No gain. It'll be second down coming up from the 25 of Crest. Glad you're with us and tuned in tonight, especially those of you back in Cleveland County. Just one back in the backfield, and Cooper Phillips is down with that pitch. And there's Tristan Hull trying to go to the far side of the field. Great job by the defense. They'll get him in the backfield, no gain.
And can I mention the name again? That's Jahari Mosley once again on the tackle.
Well, if you don't say Mosley, then I know you're going to say Bethune most likely. So.
Let's see, we got a timeout called by the Chargers.
We certainly do. 1:22 to go in the first half. And on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald scoreboard, Crest 9 and Forest View nothing. This is KTC Broadcasting.
The loss of a loved one can leave you with a lot of unanswered questions. Feelings of stress.
Pool Designs in Kings Mountain.
Motion on the bootleg outside, able to find Sanchez for the touchdown.
And again, those chunk plays that Chase has been suspect to all year. Again, Polk County hits with 2 quick strikes.
Long kick to Mosley from Booker. It's called about the 13-yard line. Gets up to the 25, gets up to the 27, and pushed out of bounds. And that's where Chase will get the ball at 29.3 seconds. Only have one timeout left after the Freedom Financial kickoff. Just like your team, Freedom Financial about strong starts, help plan future of victories. Oak Street Extension 4C, that's Freedom Financial. Like I said, only one timeout.
29 seconds. You're probably going to play it safe here. Maybe do a couple power runs, what you've been doing, a couple options, see if you can get Frazier out in the open a little bit, but more than likely a couple run plays, take it to the half, knowing that you're getting the ball to start the second half and kind of regroup and see what we can do to eliminate those chunk plays. You got to keep everything in front with this Polk County offense. Quick strikes for them, man. I mean, 2 plays over 40 yards and 2 touchdowns with that.
Empty backfield set. Puritan is out wide. They're going to move Mosley and Ocean. After Frazier's going to roll out. There's a flag on the play. Frazier's going to set fire, and he has a completed pass for a first down for now. That's Neil Hines at the 43-yard line, but
flag on the play might be illegal motion coming back for the Trojans, unfortunately. But again, you see, if that play stands, Frazier has time. He gets his feet set. Pass game's there.
And a false start. Mosley was in motion, so maybe someone jumped the gun a little early on that play. So that BAM LLC penalty flag, MLSC helping brick and mortar business stay relevant. That negates the play, moves you back now 1st and 15 with 20.7 seconds left. And now maybe if you're chasing, maybe you try something one more time and see what you can do here. Maybe you just take it to the half at this point, knowing that you're going to get the ball to start the second half. Chase will line up, gets the call. On the sideline, they have Hines and Puritan up top, along with Mosley at the bottom. The clock starts to wind down. They have Ledford in the backfield. Now they're moving to tight end. Play clock still down to 1. Frazier just is snap off. No, he will not, and that's a delay of game. And continuing to move backwards is Chase. That's a back-to-back BEM LLC penalty flags. And now you can ill afford to. Now you're probably just going to go, all right, let's clock it, get to the half, and see what we can do in the second half.
At this point, you just want to take the knee, get to the half, get to the locker room, regroup. I mean, you're looking at 1st and a little bus ride right now.
1st and 20 now after the back-to-back penalties on the Trojans. They'll line up. They do have Puritan up top and move Mosley back to the backfield. And Frazier going to keep it himself off the left side. He gets some room, breaks one tackle, falls forward close to the original line of scrimmage. Gain of about 9, but
Chase no hurry to take a timeout. It looks like they're just going to take this to the half. 5 seconds, you're rolling off the clock. Yeah, they're walking to the locker room. Great half of football, though.
Yeah, it's been fun. It's been the big plays from Polk County, but the consistent drives from Chase. Chase will get the ball to start the second half. We'll be right back with the Farm Bureau of Rutherford County halftime shows. We break everything down here as Polk County leads Chase 20-14 on Stanton Enterprise McDonald scoreboard. This is Downtown Radio for the AGY.
Voted number 1 in the best of Rutherford County.
To the air. Got nowhere to go. He's trying to take off and run. Crest will bring him down at the 9.
They're like Eli Black, one of the Chargers, in there on the tackle.
On 3rd down on the right.
So that'll bring up 4th down.
It is 9-0 Chargers.
They don't have another timeout, do they?
think they've got one. I think they're going to let it run down and maybe attempt a field goal.
That's exactly what they were doing. They had one left, and that's why they waited till the clock got down to 3.4 seconds. What do you think they're going to do here, Rob?
I tell you what, we've seen the Aycock has a good leg. Do you attempt the field goal, try to cut this thing 9-3, or how many good scoring chances do you get? Maybe get to the end zone here. So,
if Forest View comes away with nothing here, that could really be devastating for the rest of the ball game.
Yeah, we know Crest will get the ball to start the second half.
Yeah,
the Chargers should make some adjustments and see what they can do coming out offensively. So far, only 9 points scored in this game. And Crest is again, the offense just not clicking on all cylinders right now.
We're not in the stands. We're up above them, but we're in an open press box, the old-fashioned way of doing football. And I'll just say, Rob, this is the coldest football atmosphere I've been in a while.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, absolutely. Definitely chilly tonight for sure. And let's see. Looks like is that the offense?
I believe they're bringing in the kicker.
Yeah, they're bringing in the kicker.
Okay, let's see if they can get it done here.
But that's not Aycock, is it?
No, that's McDowell Williams, number 30, it appears. He's going to give it a shot. It will be a 28-yard field goal. They've dropped the ball, and this is going to turn out to be misery for Forest View. Nowhere to go with it. It's a loose football. Crest has got it, and that'll take us to the halftime. So Forest View could not pull it off. Just not a good situation on the snap and getting the ball in place. They come away empty, and that is good news for Crest. We go to halftime, and on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard, home of the world-famous French fries, it's Crest 9, and it's Forest View 0. We'll step away for a break and then move into our halftime show right here on KTC Broadcasting.
Did you know Cleveland Lumber Company?
The story of the offense was almost but not quite in the first half. And there's two guys I think that they want to get more involved are Jackson Hebner and Najee Whitworth. And they attempt, not that they didn't try to get them involved in the first half, they just weren't effectively able to utilize them as much as they wanted to. Jaden Adams had 4 pass attempts to Najee Whitworth. All of them deep balls. If they're complete, they're touchdowns.
Yes.
And Najee Whitworth, you and I talked about it. He's proven he's the fastest guy on the field. If there's one adjustment I expect Thomas Jefferson to make right now, we talked about what they're doing in the box, and they've been successful doing that. The problem is they need to put a safety back because Whitworth's beating his man the majority of the time when he runs a deep post.
Yep, incomplete pass. That was of the end zone. And was that Foster?
I think it was, Foster was the intended receiver. I thought for a second he was going to take off and run. He got almost to the line of scrimmage, and then he saw Foster and threw it.
It was a good decision to throw. Yeah. It just wasn't able to be brought in.
Second and goal, ball at the 9. He's going to throw, but
the whistle's going to stop play.
Usually an offensive penalty.
False start.
All right, so now it's first and goal at the 14.
14, and that's a Butler's Tire and Auto of Kings Mountain penalty. So second and goal from the 14. 2:43 left in this first half. Shelby leads 28-0.
And it's like Norris and Tate have switched spots. Tate played linebacker on that last series, and there's the pass to Thompson. Not much
That's
room,
an amazing move.
Well, he just made a highlight reel touchdown catch. He caught it at the 14, Jeff. He cut inside.
And then had a spin move and scored.
Yep. Yeah, he broke somebody's ankles at the 14, and then he spun at the 5, and then he lunged into the end zone for the touchdown. So that is a 14-yard touchdown catch for Majay Thompson. Our player to watch tonight, sponsored by Parker Farm Service of Kings Mountain. And Shelby leads 34-0, pinning this Hojo Power Sports point after touchdown. Man, good snap, good hold, kicks up, and it's good. 35-0. Shelby after Lopez's Hojo Power Sports point after. And Shelby leads 35-0. We'll be right back.
Are you ready to elevate your farm in an outdoor experience? Look no further.
Homecoming. Everybody, this is always the night I remember when I was teaching long ago. It was like, wow, these kids clean up real well, because you don't see them like this normally with the prom-type dresses or really nice dresses or something. So they do clean up pretty well.
There's enough of them. I think it's half.
Yeah, I know. The others are in the stands or in the band. So, taking a look at, you're listening to, first of all, this is the Stadium Halftime Show brought to you by Power Max Motorsports of Lincolnton. And the stats pretty much bear things out here. It is 28-0.
Brown to end of the first half. 28-0. We'll move to the Marburger Chevrolet Halftime Show in just a few moments. 28-0 Burns on your Wright's Jewelry Scoreboard. We'll be right back.
Break. We'll take a quick timeout here, and when we come back, we'll have much more for you and get you closer to the second half. We return this Downtown Radio, AGY.
When school starts back, the bills add up fast. The drop-in is here to help you save some money. Check out the chicken strips.
They're getting closer and closer to make that connection. So if you're going to leave Whitworth, if you're going to leave whoever's covering Whitworth on an island, you're asking to be beat, and that could very easily happen. We appreciate y'all being handling our lack of concentration. We've got a big, massive loudspeaker right behind us, as I'm sure you've heard, as all the halftime shows have been taking place, and the PA announcer's been pumping them up. But real quick, before we take one final break here to wrap up the halftime show, let's at least take a look at the scoring drive for both of these teams, the scoring plays, I should say. Cherryville got on the board in the first quarter with a 29-yard touchdown pass from Jaden Adams to Jackson Hevner. That got them on the board. The 2-point conversion, Justin Harris. Harris basically just muscled his way. He was met at the line of scrimmage, the 2-yard line, and just muscled his way across the plane for the 2-point conversion. That was late in the first quarter to give Cherryville an 8-0 lead. And then in the second quarter, a drive that was basically made by Caden Boyce. Boyce really got a lot of holes, got a lot of lanes to run through, worked the ball down the field, even had Boyce running out of the Wildcat and the latter part of the drive once they got close to the red zone, Thomas Jefferson did. But then the play that capped it off, they had Boyce in the Wildcat. Boyce took the snap, caught it, basically tossed it up in the air right in front of him to set up the jet sweep for Gabe Zuniga. Zuniga got it at full speed, ran it around the right side, and just ran to the end zone untouched for the lone touchdown of Thomas Jefferson in the second quarter, a 13-yard touchdown run. And then the direct snap to Zuniga at first looked like he was brought down just shy of the end zone, just shy of the plane, but then the referees conferred, and then they gave the 2-point conversion to Zuniga. So that second quarter score and 2-point conversion tied things up 8-8, and that's where we stand right now at the end of the first half. Cherryville 8, Thomas Jefferson 8. We've got one half of football left. We're going to take one final 3-minute break. You're listening to Cherryville Ironmen football on 92.9 WCSL 1590 AM. This has been the Stadium Halftime Show, brought to you by West End Sales of Lincoln. We'll be right back.
They've gone into their local Ingalls store and they've seen this perhaps Rutherford or Cleveland County, where there are so many locations, and it just continues to grow, doesn't it?
Every year, we get so many people that will sign up and attach their Tools for Schools program to their Advantage card. Every purchase that's made is given to those schools, so there's real value there. So it's definitely picking up year after year. More people are interested and excited to.
Indian Walk in Lowell. And Sales at Forest City offers 1-week turnaround on small engine repairs. You'll be back at work in no time at all. And they can repair most all-name brands, including Gravely, Gag, Husqvarna, Steel, Echo, Redmax, John Deere, Toro, Bobcat, Spartan, and more. And they promise to have you back working quicker than any other shop. Call 828-286-7871 for Hardin Rentals and Sales. 365 Oak Street Extension, Forest City. Online at hardin-rentals.com.
Back here in the Farm Bureau of Rutherford County halftime show, Polk County leads Chase 22-14. I want to thank St. Enterprise McDonald is recognized as the cheerleaders for
the teams in Rutherford County would like to recognize the Chase varsity cheerleaders at this time. They are Kylie Alexander, Claire Alcorn, Avery Blackwell, Gracie Branch, Ashlyn Brooks, Kezia Brown, Holly Burke, Jaden Camp, Autumn Curtis, Carrie Cogdell, Olivia DeRisma, Elena Ezel, Lacey Faulkner, Shauna Fleming Grant, Aniston Galloway, Emily Hill, Faith Lattimore, Brianna Marks, Jaya Mills, Melody Tipton, and Natalie Haga. Thanks to Stan Enterprise McDonald's and to the Chase Varsity Cheerleaders for all they do during high school football season. Thanks to Stan Enterprise McDonald's for their support of high school athletics in Rutherford County. Give you some scores from around our area. Cherryville leads Thomas Jefferson 8-0 at the moment. Of course, next week will be Thomas Jefferson and Highland Tech here on WAGY. Shelby rolling over Bessemer City 35-0. Burns up 28-0 on East Gaston. Crest up 9-0 on Forest View. North Lincoln up 28-0 on Ford. Bandies on top of Newton Conover 14-0. Lincolnton on top of East Burke 21-0. West Lincoln up 28-13 on West Caldwell. Monroe rolling over Anson 34-0. Maiden up 14-0 on Bunker Hill. Ashbrook up 10-7 on South Point. Kings Mountain up 20-0 on Kramer. Hickory rolling 49-7 over West Iredell. Reynolds up 41-0 on Inca. Irwin and Roberson a good one, tied at 7. Cherokee up 7-0 on Hayesville. Robinsonville, let's try it again, up 14-0 on Andrews. Allegheny up 3-0 on Elkin, and Mount Pleasant up 17-0 on Albemarle. Justin, thinks key in the second half for Chase is you get the ball first, one drop down there, and able to get a score.
Yes, you want to be able to open this second half with a touchdown. You need to get a score here. You don't want to be still.
Hey, good evening, everybody. Well, I can't hear myself. Let's hit this button right here. All right. Good evening, everybody. Kevin Hastings here on the Red Zone channel. Welcome to the studios. Dennis will join us here in just a few minutes, and maybe JP as well. But we got a bunch of scores across the board. You guys have seen them. Once those goes final, once these go final. I'm gonna try to speak right. Once these scores go final, the colors we'll change the color to black, so you'll know those are our final scores. So if you see the black scores, those will be finals. Close games on the broadcast right now. Polk County 20-14 at Chase on WAGY. Cherryville and Thomas Jefferson is tied 8-8 up there in Rutherford County. Shelby leads big time 35-0 on Bessemer. Burns 21-0 on East Gaston. And Crest in a nail biter against Forest View up 9-0. Forest View had a chance to kick a field goal there at the end of the half, dropped the snap, couldn't get it through. North Lincoln, that is a 28-0 score. I haven't updated that. So if you folks watch at home, you can watch me update this. All right, so we're going to do some highlights here in just a second of some of the games. I got 3 games of highlights, I believe, for today. So we got Bandies 14-0. You see that. Lincoln 21-0. West Lincoln 28-13. So Lincoln County right now, East, I'm guessing, is beating St. Stephen's. And I think Lincoln County right now might go 4-0 tonight on the board. Irwin and Roberson's close. Cherokee 7-0 over Hayesville. And that's pretty much it across the board. So let's go to some highlights, though I do have. From a couple of these games, we got Shelby Bessemer, South Point, Ashbrook, and who's the other one I have? Creston Forest View highlights tonight. We only got 3 highlights tonight. We do some of our one of our guys is actually helping. One of our sideline announcers is actually helping with relief up in Western North Carolina with the firefighters and everybody. So I want to shout out to him for helping out and working hard up there in the mountains with the folks that need that. All right, let's go through some highlights tonight. How about we're going to start over at Ashbrook as they enter the field against the South Point Red Raiders. Well, sometimes. There they go. Green Wave lead 10-7 right now. Turn that down a little bit. So Ashbrook leads there 10-7 coming on the field. All right, let's go on up here. How about this is Ashbrook's Cameron Mayfield for the touchdown. Gets the strip and return defensive wise for the touchdown. So defensive touchdown for Ashbrook in this game has them leading 10-7 right now. South Point with the pitch. Running back gets stopped up, and one just strips him. And Cameron Mayfield with a strip and score rips the ball from the running back. What a defensive play there by Cameron. All right, this is Crest. Their touchdown. Looks like Aiden Carson from a few yards out. Pretty good runner there. This is South Point. As Ashbrook stopping South Point on 4th down. Quarterback decided to keep it. Instead of handing off, I think he might have had it if he'd went with the handoff originally. Hey, over at Vesper City, how about Shelby? Taking a 7-0 lead.
Touchdown, Shelby.
Number 0. I don't know if that's Tristan. I think Tristan's a different number. It's the other Tate. Ashbrook, South Point stops Ashbrook on 4th down on this play. All right, this is I think this is that long 80-yard run we heard. We heard live on the Red Zone a minute ago, and Jeff talked about he didn't know the kid had that type of speed on him. We'll watch it again. Apparently he broke out early and made a big break. Shelby going up 21-0 on Bessemer. Pass deep down the middle of the field. What a pass from Shelby. South Point, let's see a fumble. Running back catches in the air. Oh, my gosh, for the touchdown. Just the touchdowns in this South Point Ashbrook games. Wow, that ball pops up. And then he caught it. Let's watch this. We don't have a good throw for it. So it said the quarterback fumbles the ball in the air, and the running back caught it and then fell in the end zone for the score. Wow. So both scores in tonight's game have been a South Point fumble. Ashbrook recovered one of them. South Point recovered the other one. So what a wild night over at Ashbrook right now. This is 1st and 1. I don't even know what's going on with this one. Well, 10's gone. I don't know what 1st and 1 meant from RJ. I don't know if they... Well, that running back never went down. I don't know what's going on. So South Point with an interception here. Halftime's 10-7 Ashbrook. I do know that. God, ball all over the place. And that Maiden Bunker Hill game had 7 turnovers in the first half. Oh, tip ball and an interception. Oh, he should have pulled that out. He should have ran that one out. I'm gonna get on him about that one. Farmer with a shovel pass. That counts as a passing touchdown, believe it or not, folks. He just dropped it like a foot. It's basically a handoff, and because he let go of it, it counts as a pass. I don't know about that one. All right, here's the field goal to put Ashbrook up 10-7. Good halftime score. Green Wave leading over the Chargers. Raiders. Chargers up 9-0. Sorry about that. Ooh, nice moves. Dude, he just shook everybody. Number 2. I don't know if he got in the end zone, but they gave it to him. 35-0. Shelby leads the Yellow Jackets. All right, folks, I'm going to get back to updating some scores here in a minute. Those are highlights tonight, of course, on the postgame show. We're going to be on here, Red Zone channel, until about 9:30, and then we'll start the postgame show at 10, and we'll talk to all of our announcers and everybody about tonight's games. So I'm going to get back to one of the broadcasts, and you guys can get back to some actual action, and I'll get those scores that I don't have yet updated as soon as I can. First, we're going to try out the chase. It's 20-14, Polk County leading the Trojans.
For Polk County, they have run the ball the 16 plays, 8 rushes, 8 passes. Grant, they had the 2 big touchdown passes. So they've had 3 total plays, but have scored 12 points, have scored 14 points on their last 2 drives.
Yeah, and that's the difference right now. Chase is doing what they're supposed to be doing on offense, eating up that play clock. The Trojan defense, when they get on the field again, has to stop the chunk plays. They have to stop this quick striking offense of Polk County.
Like down 8 for Frazier as he pitches out to Mosley. He gets a little bit of a hole, breaks one tackle, then stonewalled for a gain of maybe 2. A good tackle there by Lorenzo Sanchez. Now it sets up 3rd and medium, and maybe you start to see some of that motion you saw earlier. Maybe you start to use that, throw it out the barn.
Yeah, this is a big 3rd down to start this second half for the Trojans. You don't want to give up the ball just quite yet. You've had a good drive thus far. Let's see if they can pick it up. Again, they got that set.
They'll run outside, off the right side. Frazier gets a block, cuts up, waits, powers forward, spin move at the 50, and falls across into plus territory. That's a big-time run, gain of about 8 or 9, and another meet Pueblito first down.
The Trojans needed that first down to continue this drive going. I don't know if it's 4-down territory when you're playing in the negative side of the field, but maybe in this case, because the Trojans feel like they have a good thing going with the run. Obviously, they can continue to go with Frazier here. They got it spread out. Hand off to Mosley right there.
This time hand off to Mosley. He's met in the backfield, loss of a yard. Is gang tackled by Dante Tingling and Flashy Miller. And Miller was the guy we talked about pregame. He's 5'9", 256. Finally able to get some penetrations at D-line. They'll actually go back to the line of scrimmage. And Polk County trying to make some more of those negative rush plays and force Chase to throw the ball.
Yeah, right now that's where they wanted to be is for Polk County. Now you got to sit back in a little bit and you can dial up a little bit more pressure. That was a little bit of a different formation for Chase coming out. Wasn't that power run they had where their back set up with the power run now? They had it spread out. And they do the motion again right here to see what Chase does, go into the power right again.
And they'll fake the pitch, come back to the left, and Frazier, man, if it wasn't for a great tackle there by Sawyer Huff, and I believe another Wolverine got in there, that was Cameron Montgomery. Man, if it wasn't for just a great tackle, Frazier would have off to the races.
They've been off to the races, and I love what they did there. They used the motion. Everybody thinking Polk County's been looking at that all night. They used the motion, fake the pitch, Frazier to the left side. Again, shoestring tackles is saving Polk County right now from a lot of ground for the Frazier quarterback.
They're down in 7, ball at the 44 of Polk County. Still the first drive of the second half for Chase. This time option off the right side. Met in the backfield and wrapped up. Billy Booker, loss of 1. Booker, good job, came all the way across the field and was able to get a tackle in the backfield. And now decision time, and it might be punting time for Chase. The whole new group starts to walk out into the field.
Yeah, this is not what you wanted to look. You have a promising drive. You go to the well just a little too much. The good thing that you got to look at, though, is you took about 5 minutes off the game clock of this. The bad thing is you didn't come away with any points, and now you're 4th and 8 and looking to punt the football away.
Frazier back to punt, ball at the 45 of Polk County. They have Tingling and Sanchez back, and Frazier bobbles the snap. That kick is blocked off the knee of Sawyer Huff. Frazier has to cover it up, and Sawyer Huff blocks the punt, and the ball is all the way down at the Chase 28-yard line, and Sawyer Huff made a big tackle and then comes up big with a blocked punt.
Richard, that play was busted from the beginning. There was a high snap. I don't even think Frazier was ready for it. High snap. He has to find it. He tries to get it off and blocked by the knee. A big number 54 rumbling and bumbling and getting down there, and now you have a promising drive for Chase. You have a blocked field goal or punt. Special teams being key. Can Polk County capitalize on this? Plus territory already.
1st and 10 for Polk County at the 28 of Chase. 6:52 left in the third quarter, up 20-14. Handoff to Tingling. Gets bounced on the left side. Powers ahead. Breaks another tackle. Has the first down to the 15 to the 10. And he'll carry his man all the way down to the 3-yard line. That's a big-time
flag on the play.
I don't see any flags. Yes! 39-yard touchdown run for Gabe Zuniga. His second touchdown of the night, and Thomas Jefferson takes the lead.
That was an outstanding run by Zuniga.
And now, so again, they've got, I'm not going to call it a goofy setup because they got him a 2-point conversion off of it last time, but they've got the lineman offset from the kicker. Now they come into play, so it looks like they're going to set up, just do the traditional PAT attempt. David Magano with the extra point attempt. up. Almost blocked by Cherville, but he gets it through. Extra point intent is good. So we look at the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. 5:57 remaining in the third quarter. Thomas Jefferson has their first lead of the game. They lead Cherville 15-8.
The spot foul. It's a 1st and 8 now for Polk County off of the BAM LLC penalty flag. BAM LLC onside support business, schools, and churches. So, Chase, you breathe a sigh of relief.
Yes.
But now you got to be ready without your quarterback and your leader on that team having to stay on the sideline for the moment.
Yeah, real big relief for Chase. Instead of 1st and goal at the 2, it's now 1st and 8. Chase has got to dial in some pressure here.
Jaden Horton comes in to replace Frazier. A little screen pass outside to Sanchez. Sanchez gets a stiff arm, but a good tackle there at about the 24-yard line, gain of 2. That was tackled by number 12, Bryson McSwain. It's a 2-yard gain on the pass.
Great tackle. Way to stay with it through the stiff arm of Sanchez. McSwain gets the tackle. Bringing up 2nd and 6 here. You can get some pressure. Frazier coming back on the field now. That's a good sign for the Trojans.
Frazier, again, he played every single snap against RS Central. Has missed just 1 snap tonight on the play where he was injured just now. Does a little bit of everything for Chase. 2nd down and 6 for Alm. He'll hand it off up the gut to Sanchez. Sanchez breaks a tackle, but can't break the second one. Landon Barnes with a sure stop, a gain of just 1. And after everything, now it's just 3rd down and 5 for Polk County.
And right now, Landon Barnes is a playmaker on this defense for the Trojans right now. He hawked Sanchez down and got him on the ground. And big 3rd down for the Trojans. The farm is going to be rocking right there for this one. This is huge for Chase to get this stop and get off the field.
3rd and about 5 from the 22-yard line, about 22, 21 and a half. Polk County needs to get to the 18-yard line to get the 1st down. Alm will drop back the pass. There's a screen pass. High pass is broken up and is almost intercepted, actually, as McSwain got in there to break it up. And now it's 4th down for Polk County. We'll see what they decide to do here.
2 huge plays for McSwain on that series just now. He had a great open field tackle holding on through the stiff arm, and now almost comes up with the interception. Brings up 4th and 5 for the Wolverines, and looks like
they're going to go for it.
They're going to go for it.
This will be big for Chase. After the block punt to get off the field and get your second, force a turnover on downs here. 4th and 5 for Polk County. Alm in the shotgun, trips down to the bottom of his field. He hands off to Sanchez. He's met the middle. He'll get pushed back. Big tackle, Zach Branch with the tackle for loss. And the Trojans get off the field. The punt block does not come back to bite them.
Trojans with a big stop on defense, getting penetration through the offensive line. That's what they needed. They needed that big stop, and they got it off the block punt. It does not hurt them. They're back in this game with the momentum on their side.
Chase takes over 1st and 10 with 5 minutes left in the 3rd quarter. Ball on their own 23-yard line. Frazier is at quarterback, so it looks to be good to go. You have seen Darren Tipton step in at times at quarterback if needed. Low snap, has to just pick it up and run with it, and actually gets a good run. Gets all the way up to the 28-yard line, gain of about 5 on the play, and so Frazier looks good to go despite the early injury and gets a nice gain, set up 2nd down and 5.
Yeah, it takes that low snap, still picks up positive yards. That's what you want to see out of your playmaker. He's continuing to do that. Continuing to carry the load. Doesn't look to be too shaken up, obviously, on that 5-yard run, 2nd and 5. Still in that same formation. Looks like we're going to go power for option right.
See here is Frazier. Well, yep, it will be option off the left side now. He's met and stonewalled.
Touchdown.
We got a flag on the play, it looks like, Paul.
Oh, my gosh, not again. Every time a huge run takes place, and this time a touchdown, we've got a penalty flag. Remember, Aiden Carson's usually in the backfield. They switched out and went to Tank Ruff again. The penalty is going to bring it back. It's against Crest, another Freedom Financial penalty flag. Did you notice, and I know it doesn't mean anything now, but when Tank Ruff first got that handoff, he was juggling the ball. He barely held on to it, and then he took off to the end zone.
Yeah, very fortunate to hold on to the football. And like you said, once he was able to get control of it, Tank's such a good athlete.
So after the yardage is marked off, Crest has got it at the 14. Here's Turner McSwain, a fake. He's going to keep it. He's running far side of the field, and it looks like he is across the 5-yard line.
How about this score? Ashbrook now leads South Point 17-7 in that game. The Ashbrook defense playing well.
That 10-point lead is big on South Point. Let's see if it holds up. Because when you just keep a touchdown lead on them, they can get back with you real quick.
Absolutely.
That means it's going to be 2 scores needed. Here's a handoff. And going into the end zone for the touchdown, Aiden Carson returns to the game, and he's in for the TD.
Like we said, Crest needed to get some offensive momentum going. Nice drive there. Had a couple penalties, settled back a little bit, but good job there by the Chargers.
Well, a good combination. You bring Tank Ruff in for a run or two, the quarterback keeper, McSwain, and not worrying about going to the air, they bring back in Aiden Carson, and Aiden has his second touchdown of the night. Apparently they're going to go for 2 right here.
Yeah, try to get to 17.
Here's a handoff, Aiden Carson. Aiden cutting inside. Aiden in the end zone. He's got it. That's a Big E touchdown for Crest, featuring the bowling alley and arcade, laser tag, and more. On that Stanton Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard, 8:23 to go in the third. Crest extends their lead. It is now the Chargers up 17-0 over Forest View. You're listening to KTC Broadcasting.
Tired of roundedness right now.
You're right, and that was intended for Sutton. I don't know if that was Justin. I believe it was Justin Harris that broke that up from his linebacker position. The ball was thrown out in the flat. Incomplete. It's going to be third and about 22.
Cherville looks like they're trying to dodge a bullet here after they had Thomas Jefferson started driving deep into Cherville territory, but now Thomas Jefferson has 3rd and long. Cherville has a chance to escape out of here without allowing Thomas Jefferson to put any more points on the board. Boyce takes the snap, bobbles the snap, picks it up, sets up the reverse. Zuniga now, he's got some room to run on the outside. Leaps the defender, and then it's just shellacked out of bounds, short of the first down marker. Who else would that be? Jordan Lawrence.
That was Jordan Lawrence. But now there's a flag that was just now thrown in the backfield.
Pete's Fishbox of Cherryville penalty flag.
And I don't know what this is.
Unsportsmanlike conduct on Thomas Jefferson.
Huh. Not sure where that came from.
Now, and did he hold up his hand? But I believe that's a dead ball, so that's going to be loss of down, I believe.
That penalty will be enforced.
40.
What is he saying? 44?
I think that's what he was saying. I don't know if do we have
I don't
44?
I don't see a 44 on there. I don't see a 40 anybody on their roster. Is it 54? I don't see a 54.
We'll call it 4th
or 34. I don't know.
So the penalty basically takes him back, even after all the gain there of Zuniga on his run. The penalty takes him back to initially pretty much to where they were for the line of scrimmage for 3rd down.
So we got Hefner for Cherville is going to go deep. Okay, so now they're bringing a different group in.
So here it looks like their special teams set. And Lineberger, the punter, comes in, their normal starting quarterback.
Stay home, baby.
So 4th. And there's the punt. Hebner and then back.
On defense once again. And so it'll be a huge another 4th down stop for the Trojans.
4th down and 2. Polk County has to get to the 32-yard line of Chase. They're at the 34. 1:18 left in the third quarter. Polk County up 20-14. Alm hands it off up the gut, and it'll be close. Hand off to,
I don't think he got it. I think he got stopped.
It's
going to be real close.
One referee is marking him with the first. I think there's some discussion. It was Styler Blackwell with the handoff. It is very close. They may measure it.
It
is right at the line behind the gain. I think he's just short from eyeballing it. We'll have to see. Blackwell, they're going to measure this one.
We might have to pull out the index card, Richard.
We'll have to see as the chains will come out. It is spotted just behind the 32-yard line, and Blackwell have to get right to the 32. And it looks like he is going to be just short from the eye, if I'm up here, our vantage point.
Chase saying first down them, Polk County saying first down them. We're about to find out.
Change will extend, and it will be just short, and Chase, back-to-back drives, gets a turnover on down, and now a chance for the Chase offense again as they keep Polk County off the board.
Again, you give up the first 2 touchdowns with those chunk plays, and now the defense has kind of turned the tide on the Polk County Wolverines with this huge fourth down, back-to-back drives, fourth down stops for the Trojans. Now can the offense do something with it? The defense is keeping them in this football game. Frazier in this offense has got to get something going on this nice drive.
First and 10 from the 32-yard line. They will move Mosley out wide and put Ledford back in the backfield.
He's got a seam. He's got to bounce it out to the outside. Gabe Zuniga has to basically use his entire body to get him out. But a big gain by Justin Harris. Call that a gain of, let's see, almost 30 yards or 25. Gain of 25 on the play as they cross over into Thomas Jefferson territory. First and 10 on Thomas Jefferson 40.
Big play.
Of the night for Forest View. Phillips goes back to work. They'll keep it on the ground this time. Nowhere to go. Tremendous defense, and they will bring down Holland in the backfield.
Yeah, Chris has done a good job in this game versus that Forest View running attack. Saw it from those first half stats. I believe 18 yards on 19 carries was what they had in the first half.
2 yards, make it 2nd and 12 from the 48.
Second down and 12 coming up here after the 2-yard loss for Forest View. Phillips will hand off this time. And again, Crest will bring down the running back in the backfield. No gain as they get to Kristen Holland again.
So another 3rd and long situation here for Forest View.
6:18 to go in the 3rd. Clock ticking, and Crest 17-0 over Forest View in this Big South Conference game tonight on KTC Broadcasting.
We get a nice crowd from Cleveland County made the trip. Like we were talking before, we forget how far it is from Shelby to Forest View. It's a nice little drive.
Yeah, just because it's in the county next to you, Gaston, don't think you're going to be there in a heartbeat.
That's right.
Pass play, open receiver caught, and it's the dangerous Elijah Walker who will take it into Crest territory across the 45, and he's going to give his team a Pablito first down.
A missed tackle there by the Chargers.
That was unusual to see Wilson be able to be so open there when that ball was thrown.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, the Crest defensive back was able to make contact with him, and he was able to spin away.
If Forest View can get on the board, that would do a lot for them. They're down 17-0, but if they can especially get a touchdown, it would really change this game for a team that's only won 1 game. Triple receivers to the far side, 1 to the near side, but they're going to keep it on the ground, and they will go right between the hash marks to Christian Holland, and he will give them a 2-yard gain.
With the run on first down, Jags pick up about 3 yards. Make it 2nd and a long 7, maybe 8 yards.
Christian Holland, by the way, was their leading rusher coming into the night. They didn't actually go to him as much in the first half as you would have thought, but they're using him a lot right now.
Yeah, it was more Rhodes in the first half they went with.
Second down and 8 from the 42. A pass is underthrown at the line of scrimmage. Intended receiver was Tristan Holt that time.
And you can see Phillips hit himself in the helmet, and he really missed that pass as he threw it into the turf.
Yeah, Holt was all alone over there on the far side of the field. The problem was it was underthrown, and even if it would have been caught, I believe that Chris defense would have been there pretty quickly. Those are the type of plays where the running backs, the receivers are going to are needed to make up some yardage quickly and get upfield when you catch the ball behind the line of scrimmage like that. Cooper going back, wanting to air it out. He does, and he threw it right into the hands of a Charger, almost intercepted at the 35. We've also got a penalty flag.
Yeah, there's a flag on the play. Looked like that ball maybe was at Chris Gunter, maybe was in his hands, and just slipped right out. Penalty will be declined by Crest.
That's another one of the beasts on this Crest defense, Chris Gutner. I also want to say hello to the grandmother that I know has been tuning in. We heard about this through Facebook. The grandmother of Eli Black, who, of course, is the junior defensive lineman for the Chargers.
Yeah, Eli having a good game here tonight for the Chargers.
Definitely the coldest night of the football season so far. Folks are bundled up tonight. We're trying to stay warm in the press box. And we've got a timeout on the field. Forest View has called it. 4:50 to go in the third. And on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald scoreboard, Crest with a 17-0 lead. Our coverage continues.
That'll be a Medical Center Pharmacy of Cherryville first down. Everything right now going against Cherryville. The score, this drive, the position, the clock, everything running down.
Somebody on that Cherryville defense needs to make a big play here.
Who have we not talked about on defense tonight? Who's due to make a big play right now?
Normally we've talked a lot more about Amir.
Amir Starr, we're looking for Amir. Can he come through with a big play right here? Look like they're faking the jet sweep. Boys
right
take
there
the
it is.
And there's Amir Starr bringing him down. Thank you.
You called it. You called it, Tim.
With a big takedown.
Nice.
To get Thomas Jefferson behind the sticks.
When Amir is playing well on defense and making plays, that defense really rallies behind him.
Yes, it's just a different. It operates differently when functions differently when he's running around going crazy, and just like loss of 2, so that puts Thomas Jefferson behind the sticks. Big second down play here. Got one receiver out to the left. Boyce takes the snap, looking for some room up the middle. He powers his way forward for a few yards. He's just a decisive back. When he decides he's going to go, he goes. And it.
3rd and 5.
Yeah. And he's hard to take down and to boot. And just look at that. It just ran right into the line of scrimmage, ran right into the middle of the box, and then turned out a gain of 6.
The offensive line for Jefferson's just taking it to the defensive line of Cherryville. They're going to bow their neck.
Big 3rd down. Boyce again. He's going to take it up the middle. This time he looks at the football. Who recovers it? It's Amir Starr with the fumble recovery. Cherryville Ironmen have the ball.
That's big. That's big. That's exactly what the kind of play that we needed from Amir Starr, and he stepped up and made it. Nice. First down for the Ironmen.
Thank you, Amir. I appreciate this very much.
Exactly. Woo, praise the Lord.
He makes me sound like I know what I'm talking about sometimes there.
Yeah, exactly.
Cherryville starts the drive now. Momentum shift. They got 2 receivers to the left. Can they move the ball now? Adams takes the snap. Hands off to Hefner. Hefner slips the first tackle. He's met by a host.
Yeah, he's brought down by about 3 different Griffins. I'm
curious about this, the design of these plays with Hefner right now. Hefner basically, they're doing this kind of, it's not really an RPO because it's not a run-pass option, but this kind of quarterback run-back option where Adams is running with them a little bit. It's taking a lot of Hefner's momentum away from him. He's not able to get the ball with a full head of steam. Fake to Hefner. Adams hangs on to it himself, slips the first tackle. He's got some room on the outside, and he's going to bust it to the outside. That should be good for Medical Center Pharmacy and Cherryville first down.
That Adams is looking to try to get upfield, and the of course, he was trying to get around the outside of the cornerback on this side. Of course, Boyce is that cornerback, and but he ended up getting the first down before he ran out of bounds.
So 1st and 10. Cherville starting to move the ball. 2 receivers left. Oh, we're going to have a false start. That was Jordan Lawrence.
Now the false start against
They're make a 5-yard penalty. We're seeing a lot of this, Brian. This is kind of what plagued them during the midst of that losing streak. Just a lack of focus, a lack of paying attention. These mental errors that lead to penalties and get you behind the sticks. It makes it difficult for this offense to really get recover from.
Yeah, it really does. And now it's 1st and long.
1st and 15, handoff to Hebner. Hebner slips the first tackle, gets past another, throws the defender to the ground as he wrestles his way past the original line of scrimmage for a gain of about 7 on the play, gets to the 40.
2nd and 7. Good run. Maybe 2nd and 8 now. Good run by Hefner.
Yep. So, 2nd and 8 at the 40. Adams takes the snap. Gets it to Hebner again. Hebner next time he has a hole and then some. He breaks through trying to follow his blockers. He's got some more room to run. Runs into his own blocker. Crosses across midfield into TJ territory. That's going to be a first down and then some. Call it a gain of 20. Call it a gain of 23.
That was the Jackson Hefner run right there.
That's the best Jackson Hefner. That's the best run we've seen by him all game so far.
He was stopping and reaccelerating.
We've got a Pete's Fish Box Cherville penalty flag. That's thrown to the defensive side. And I'm thinking they might have had too many men on the field, or maybe an illegal substitution.
Well, they were late. There was a player down, and he took a little while getting up. So I thought they may give him that courtesy, but they did not. They've actually... They did have too many people on the field, so they walked it off. It's 1st and 5 now.
5-yard penalty, so 1st and 5. And here's the snap. Fakes to Hebner. Adams trying to look for some room, but he is just met by a trio of Griffins. Gets met back maybe to the line of scrimmage. Be 2nd and 5.
Kalen Napier, as well as Boyce, in on that tackle. 2nd and 4.
Under 8 minutes to go in the game. Cherville finally starting to get some momentum to drive here. Adams takes the snap. He's looking to pass. Tosses it out and just leads his receiver too far. Adams, I don't think he's a little unsettled, a little rattled this game. I mean, he does not look like the calm quarterback we saw in the second half last week.
Right. That was intended for Justin Harris over in the flats. Overthrown, brings up 3rd down. And Harris is going to line up in the backfield and get the snap, but Jefferson calls timeout.
Thomas Jefferson's going to call a timeout. So will we. We'll be right back. You're listening to 92.9 WCSL 1590 AM. This is Cherville Ironman Football brought to you by Bug Busters of Lincolnton.
Class plays the last time, and look at here. Polk County's going to have to call a timeout off the kickoff return. Mark that down. That's a big timeout in a close game when you already should have your play set coming out of the kickoff on your first drive of the offense.
We'll take a timeout with Polk County. 8:37 left in the ball game. Chase up 21-20 on Stand Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard. This is Downtown Radio, WAGY.
Move 42! Move 42! Unlike football, life doesn't take a timeout, and anything can happen at any time. Unfortunately, anything isn't always a good thing. You need auto and life coverage, and agents, they're...
Off by
nice
Anderson.
Play.
Nice play there by Khalil Anderson, and that pass is incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10. Clock continues to run. It's at 3:43 of the 3rd quarter. T. Hollifield at left tackle, and they're going to throw it out complete to Roseboro. He makes a move. He's inside the 10 to
and
the 5.
Flag
comes out. He's in the end zone for the touchdown, but something tells me this one's coming back.
That's one of those award-winning flag throws. Official threw that flag about 40 yards.
I don't see the injured player, but Roseboro, who's kind of like the number 7, maybe worked his way up to 6 or 7 receiver. He could be like a 2 or 3 on a lot of teams, Jeff. That's how.
That was a really nice run after the catch. It's going to be.
So the penalty yards is 10, and they throw it at the 5, so it's back to the 15. So you got to give him a 12-yard catch, and then a 10-yard penalty, and it's still going to be second down, but it's going to be like 2nd and 8, maybe.
Yeah, it's a 10-yard penalty, so it's either a block in the back or a hold, one or the other.
So 12-yard pickup, 10-yard penalty, 2nd and 8. The injured player, I believe, is number 6, Rico Logan. Again, he's injured, but he's on his feet, so it's like an upper body injury. He's holding kind of his chest area, and he'll walk off the field.
It is a hold.
So the clock's at 3:08. 3:08 of the third quarter. So negates the touchdown catch, but Shelby gains a couple of yards of net yards there. And it'll be second down again. Tate in the backfield, clock's back running. 2:53. Farmer to throw. He's going to be flushed out of the pocket, roll left, flag comes out. This will probably be a hold. It's caught, and
it's an amazing move by Tate. Scored a touchdown, but it's going to come back.
Yeah, I think it's going to be the second consecutive play.
They bring in Adams to show that passing threat. Whitworth in motion from the slot, goes from left to right. Adams takes the snap. He rolls out to his right. He throws one up to Whitworth. Whitworth got it. Whitworth. Touchdown, Cherryville.
Finally
got it to connect.
Finally with the Najee Whitworth
19-yard touchdown reception.
Whitworth with a good route. He threw it back shoulder. It was a good throw by Adams, and Whitworth went up and got it in the end zone. What a great pass play, great execution. Got twins right, twins left on the PAT attempt.
This is a big play right here because they're going for 2. They're not going for tie.
That's correct.
Whitworth again goes in motion. Adam takes the low snap. He's looking to throw. Nothing there. And it's going to be incomplete. So the 2-point conversion is no good. Thomas Jefferson maintains the lead as we look at the No Malarkey Mr. Sparky scoreboard. 6 minutes remaining in the ball game. Thomas Jefferson leads Cherryville 15-14. You're listening to
928-287-4343 or online at fountanelectric.com. After the 23-yard touchdown run by Dante Tingling, puts Polk County out in front. This time they'll go for 2. They have to work quickly here. Just 2 seconds on the play clock. Almost set back, looks to fire, instant pressure, has to run around, and he will get tackled in the backfield. He goes down. A good play by Bryson McSwain on the sack, and now a personal flag, foul flag, going to come in on Polk County. You saw some talking back and forth between Allman, McSwain, and Blackwell as well. And it looks like it's going to be a personal foul on Polk County on the kickoff.
I think they're going to get Alm or the coach, either one with a personal foul. Alm had a lot of say on that tackle as he was going down.
And it was not good. And after the play, it was unsportsmanlike conduct. So on that play, Alm slipped. And I think Alm thought he was down, but nobody signaled. Swain tackled him, and Alm got up, was not happy about it, and had some words to say to the officials and to McSwain. And now Polk County is going to have to kick from their own 25-yard line, but they hold a 26-21 lead with 7:24 left on the Stanton Enterprise McDonald's scoreboard. And come back with more action here in Downtown Radio AGY.
McDonald's is your go-to location for popular food items before or after the big game. Everything.
Yes, we do. Here's the kick by Cherryville. It's a short kick.
Recovered by the Griffins. He's going to try to run it across the field, but he's going to be brought down right around the 40-yard line of Thomas Jefferson. That's where the Griffins will start this drive.
Zuniga again on that return. So let's see what they what Thomas Jefferson tries to do then. Cherville's got plenty of time. Do we need to stop them on this first series of downs?
Yes. Right now, you're not worried about the clock. With a one-point game, you're not worried about the clock yet. But if you let Thomas Jefferson get one of those sustained drives that we saw at the end of the second quarter, the beginning of the third quarter, that's where you're going to start running into an issue. So 1st and 10. Gold takes the snap. Hand off to Boyes. Boyes trying to find the corner. Good block. And Najee Whitworth stays with him and brings him down after a gain of about 5.
Yeah, that was good. Good job by Whitworth staying with it, not letting him get outside him. He did have to give up 2 or 3 yards to make the play. Good run.
Boyes had a lead blocker there in front of him, and Whitworth basically was just playing a shadow game with that lead blocker with Whitworth. Whitworth finally eventually threw that blocker to the side and got to Boyes. 2nd and 5 at the 45.
They really got to stop them this series. Really got to stop them.
2 to the left. And how was that not a false throw? I guess he wasn't aligned.
All right, everybody. Good evening, and welcome back to this is the end of our Prep Football Red Zone channel. And we got 2 good games right now, folks. Polk County and Chase, WAGY FM. You can listen to that game there, and then you can listen to the Cherville game, who's down 1 against Thomas Jefferson. The rest of our games are blowouts right now on our broadcast. Shelby up big, Burns up big, Crest up big, and North Lincoln all up big. We will be back at 10 o'clock sharp for the post-game show with Dennis. And hopefully Steve DeGree will make it in here. And Will should be here anytime. He said he's going to get in here. And, folks, black scores are your finals. Red scores are still playing. We'll get them updated as soon as we can. But we'll be back at 10 o'clock sharp for the post-game show brought to you by Full Throttle Power Sports. Thanks for watching the Red Zone channel, KTCBroadcasting.com.